All right. So, let's see what we can remember here from our constructions. All right. So, Kyle, if I want to draw a median, I know you haven't been here, but I just want to see.
I already know.
You know how to do the medians?
Yeah, I think you go like this and then go like this.
Yes.
Like,
football construction. For what
Yeah.
particular side, though, do I want to do the football construction
the P and
here?
the A.
Yeah, PA, because we're told a median from PA to vertex R. So that means I need to find the midpoint of PA. I like to turn my paper so that PA is facing me. You guys might want to do the same. Okay.
Okay, but like you did that, but then you did another side and you found the center.
So this is the one where we do the football construction like Kyle was saying, like this. Okay. And then like this. Oops, I almost didn't draw my one long enough. Okay. And again, the directions specifically said the median is from PA, so we have to do this to PA. Now, I do not actually draw the segment here, right? If I did this, what would I be drawing? A perpendicular bisector. I don't want that. I just want the midpoint. So we're just going to mark the little side right there with a point. Okay? So that finds the midpoint. If you want to, you can put little congruency marks on either side to show that that's the midpoint. But remember, your real work are these little arcs right here. If you get confused and the arcs are too much, you can like erase back. Okay, some of these arcs, if it's too much for you in there, you can I just need the crisscrosses. That's all I really need. All right, so is that it? Did we finish?
No.
What else do we still need to do here once we've done the midpoint? Connect it to R. That's right. Connect the midpoint to R, and then boom, there's your median.
So if it says find the medians, then you just do the second side.
Fine. Yeah, if it says another median, then you can do either of the two sides there. But if it's more specific. If the
I
direction's
know like
more
when it's specific, but like something like here, look at my picture. Like I drew the second one.
Okay, that's fine. You didn't need to.
Okay, but that would be correct.
I'd still get full credit because you did what the directions asked. You just went then above and beyond. You didn't need to do that extra stuff, though. All right, great job there, Kyle. Thank you. Let's go to. All right, so Josh, if I want to do a perpendicular bisector of side TH, how do we do a perpendicular bisector? No idea? All right. Well, Josh, then you better make sure you're paying attention because you need to know this. All right. Alicia, what do we do here? Perpendicular bisector. Shh. What kind of construction do we do there? What do we do with our compass? Or where should I put my compass point? Okay, so either T or H. I'm going to turn my paper so that TH is facing me. So I'll put my compass point on T. And then what do I do? Yeah, it's a football construction here. So we'll do one like this. And then where else do I have to put the point of my compass? On H. And do the same thing. Okay. And now, Alicia, for this one, do I connect the two crisscrosses using a segment? Shh, listen up, please. Yes, we do. Remember, for the median, we still use that football construction like you said, but we don't actually connect this. We just find the midpoint. Here, this is the construction for perpendicular bisector. We actually do then connect those two little crisscrosses. Okay? And to kind of like convince ourselves we're right, I mean, look here. Don't we have a right angle? Didn't we find the midpoint there? So that is a perpendicular bisector of side TH. Absolutely. All right. Josh, is that ringing a bell now?
Yeah.
Football construction?
Oh, yeah, I did it.
Okay. I just am concerned that I want you to remember it too, not just be able to do it. I want you to remember it. Okay. Football construction, perpendicular bisector. Okay. Any questions on that one? All right, Jason, please. Angle bisector of angle I. How do we start that one out? Anytime we're doing...
Don't you do from I, or
Yes.
go to I, and then you got
gotta open your, whatever this is called.
Okay.
And then you gotta, like, make sure it crosses both lines.
Yep, so you want to hit the arc so that it crosses both sides of your angle. And that creates these 2 points.
And then from that point, from one of the points,
Yes.
you're gonna go.
Swipe in, that's right.
And then from the other one, another swipe.
You know, swipe, swipe.
And then you're gonna go from the eye to
The crisscross there, right? To where the arcs cross. Very good. You got it, Jason. Nice job. Okay. And there it is. Again, if you want, you can put little congruency marks in there to show.
Sorry.
So since we're trying to bisect angle I, you do your one big arc that hits both sides of angle I. That creates these 2 points that are equidistant from I.
Okay.
Then you just put your compass point on those 2 points, swipe in, so that they intersect. Okay? And there it is, angle bisector. Okay? Questions on any of that? We are going to hold off on doing the special centers. We'll practice some of those tomorrow, okay? But I just want to get those down because those are also important, special segments, okay, of the triangle. So we'll hold off on the special centers till tomorrow. But I do have one more construction I want us to look at, okay, which is new-ish, okay? So I'm going to pass out a piece of unlined paper to all you guys to have. You can copy this one down too.
I did that because I didn't really instruct me.
So you want to pass it down, please?
Well, it could, but
Make sure you get a hold of You need that initial one to cross both the side of that, otherwise. Pass it down. Okay. So one other construction, and this is the last one we're going to have to worry about, I think. Okay, I hope. I have to take a look, though. I think so. It's called a parallel line through a point. Okay? You're welcome. Hurry back because we're going to be doing this construction here. Okay, parallel line through a point. That's what this is going to be called. But first, all right, let's review copying an angle. All right, so the goal here is to eventually look at drawing a parallel line through a point. But first we're going to review copying angle, because copying an angle is actually like very similar to what we're going to be doing for this kind of other one I wanted to show you. Okay, so let's start by just drawing an angle. I'm going to draw a nice acute angle here. Like so. And I'll put the vertex of B here, and I'll call this like A. Does yours have to be acute? No, it doesn't have to be. No. And let's say our directions are to copy angle ABC right over here. Okay, so we're going to copy this angle. Okay. So kind of give everyone a chance to get caught up here or there, but remember, we've seen this construction before, right? We know how to we should know how to copy an angle and a segment, okay? When we copied a segment, remember, copying a segment, we already had a segment drawn out for us, and then we would draw a segment longer than the one we're trying to copy, all right? Because we need a starting point we're going to copy. Well, same deal here with an angle. We need a starting point for our angle. For example, this ray here, ray BC, which is one side of my angle, I can go ahead and draw that in because it doesn't really matter, you know, how it goes. So I can, like, for example, I can draw this ray BC kind of like this and put my point B right there, okay, and just draw an arrow out like that. So this is going to be kind of like starting my angle. I'm going to start with this side of my angle. I'm just going to draw it out using a straight edge like that.
You just draw the line and then...
Yep, just draw the line like that. Just draw the little line using a straight edge, okay, and that'll be one side, okay, because the first side of my angle, it doesn't really matter how it goes. It's the second one, then, that determines whether I have the right angle or not. Okay, so to do this, okay, angle constructions start out the same whether you're bisecting or whether you're copying. So that means we're going to take our point of our compass and put it on what? On B. Okay, we always start out at the vertex of our angle, okay, and then I'm just going to have my compass and make it hit both sides of my angle. Notice it does not need to hit point C and point A. It doesn't have to sit. It doesn't have to.
It's not supposed to move right when you draw.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't like just slide out. Yours is really loose. Okay, I can fix that for you here real quick.
Okay.
But notice my arc here, guys. It doesn't have to hit A or C. It doesn't matter as long as your arc that you draw hits both sides of your angle like this. I'm going to put little points in. Mine happens to hit A, so that's just kind of a coincidence. Okay, it creates those 2 points, and then when you do it to this angle, you're going to go over here and copy that same motion over here. Okay. Again, we're copying, so everything we do to one, we're going to do to the other one.
Do you draw a line through that?
So, well, here's a good question, Jaden. So at this point, we know we need to draw that second side, right? But if I were to draw it now, it's like I'm not sure where I would draw that second side. Like I know it's got to go through here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Well, notice we created these 2 points. Instead of putting our compass point here and swiping in, and putting our compass point here and swiping in to find the angle bisector, we can actually take this. We can use our compass to measure the distance between those 2 points. These 2 points that we created, we have a certain distance we can mark off using our compass.
What if your line hit both the points?
That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to, but if it does, that's okay too. Okay, you can see here I'm going to mark off this distance from point C to point A. I'm going to mark that off. All right, and then anyone want to guess? Now that I have that distance marked off, what should I do with it? Take it to the other point right here and go swipe right through and just copy it. Now I know exactly right here where my side has to go through. My side has to go through that intersection point. And so there I've copied the angle.
This is open too much.
If you're, which one do you have? So bring it up here and I can tighten it. I have a screwdriver here to tighten it.
I remember like copying an angle differently. I remember like making a line, like just like with a straight edge, and then getting my compass and putting it on BC, and then putting it on B prime, and then make C prime.
Oof. This you might want to get a different compass. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can tighten it enough. It's kind of turning with me. You might want to try and find another compass, like take the pencil maybe out of that and find another compass up there. And I can tighten that one if it's too loose though, Jake, because that one I don't think I can tighten anymore. Well, I'm not sure. It might be slightly varied on this, but I mean this is pretty much it. We can't really change our directions too much based on that. So I'm not sure. You'll have to, if you can show me a picture of it, I might be able to help you out with that. Yeah, Krishna.
I did the swipes for the point A, and mine turned out to be my angle was obtuse for the second one.
For the second one?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
This should work. Okay, you're welcome. I'll come take a look at that in a second here, Krishna, okay? So let me get us going there. But this is the copy of an angle, so Any questions on that? Again, we start with the compass point on the vertex, do a big swipe there, copy that big swipe over to here, and then measure the distance between those 2 points that we created, and then mark up that same distance, and now they're copied. Okay? So, to draw a line, and so here are our directions. I'll say, let's say we're going to draw a line parallel to line EF that goes through point D. Okay. So I'm going to draw a line EF here for us. And I'm going to put a point D like right there. Okay?
I might call you what Chris says.
See, here's the process. When you did this, you're supposed to measure from this point to this. Okay? So these points A and C don't really matter. Actually, we just need this. And that's we do this arc so that we guarantee we're going to the same distance from D, and then we switch between those. Okay? Yep. That might be helpful. Thank you.
So you just put point D.
Yep, just point D kind of up, kind of between E and F, but something like that.
It's not.
Well, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
So
But
just put it
above, but somewhere. So like, yeah.
just anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So we should already kind of have an idea about what's going to happen here, right? Our parallel line should look something kind of like this, right? It's going to be parallel to EF, but it's got to go through point D. So we want to create something that's going to look like this protractor here, right? Now, how are we going to do that? Well, let me show you. We start by connecting E to D. Okay, you could also do D to F, but I like doing from E to D here, okay? So E to D, we're going to draw a line. Okay, we're creating a transversal. Creating a little transversal here. And by drawing in this DE, I now create an angle here. Angle DEF, right? You see that? Create an angle. We're going to copy this angle DEF. Okay, make sure that you draw. Let's see. I'm going to draw my line here a little bit longer. Actually, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. So I'm going to draw that line there.
Just want us to make like a random.
It's got to connect E to F or E to D, like that.
Wait, what are we trying to do?
We're gonna draw a line parallel to line EF that goes through point D. So we're gonna end up with a line that goes through point D like this, and it's gonna like be parallel.
So when you copy the angle, you're drawing it somewhere else, right?
Right. You'll see. We're gonna copy it too. There you go. Shh. All right, Ramel, Evan. Shh. Listen up. We're gonna copy this angle right here. Okay, so we're going to take our compass point and put it on... Oh, you're not ready yet. Okay, hang on. Sorry. So you're going to take your compass point, put it on point E, which is the vertex of that angle. All right, and then draw an arc so that it hits both sides, right, of that angle.
Have we done this before?
Have we done this one before? I mean, not like... We're doing, like, all the motions of it we've done before, but we've never done, like, a problem just like this before, no. Okay? We're going to take this same arc and we're going to copy this angle up to point D. So you can imagine we're going to take this angle DEF and we want to copy it so that it comes off of point D. So D is going to be the vertex of that other angle. So we're going to copy it to point D. So what I did to E here, this swipe, I'm going to go up to D and do the exact same swipe. Same length, like so. Okay, I created these 2 points here, right? I created those 2 points, and then I only have this point created right here.
Well, I thought we were doing it at a point D. Oh, okay.
Off a point D, yeah. But then it created this point when I did the arc there, and I did this arc, I got 2 points. Okay.
Is it okay if that my first arc, is after point D, like it's not?
That's okay, as long as you are still then, from point D, you were able to swipe, like you were still able to get the swipe there for that side. That works, yeah. That's okay, I think. It should be okay.
I just want to make the line longer.
Yep, that's fine. If you had to make your line longer, yep, that's fine. Okay, so now, we have these 2 points for this angle, but I only have 1 point up here for this other angle. I need to figure out where this other point, like down here, it's going to go down here somewhere, right? I got to figure out where this bottom point is going to go up here. Again, I've got the top point from E. I've got that top point copied right there. I got to figure out somewhere where down here is going to go.
You're going to start at this point and you're going to do that.
Exactly right. So we're going to measure the distance. Just like we did before, we're going to measure the distance between those 2 points.
Between what?
These 2 right here that we created by that first arc. You're going to mark it off there. Right there, just like that. Show that I measured it. So that gives me that distance. Right there. By the way, does it matter if I measure the distance like this, or if I measure the distance like this? No, it's the same thing, right? So when I go up here, my compass point, I don't have a place to put it here. There's no point to put it on. I put it on this top one. And then I have to angle my compass the other direction because I kind of run out of space there. And then there's where we do that little intersect right there. Okay, so I have to do it the opposite direction because my angle is kind of, I have this other point up here now. And where they crisscross, we draw from D through that point, and if I did a good enough job here, they should look parallel.
Wait, I did it from this point, like I drew it like here, and then I went from this point and did it.
Alright, hang on, let me get this drawn here first, then I'll take a look at what you're saying.
Is that okay?
Okay, so there's my parallel line.
I think I did
it looks alright. It looks like they'll probably intersect way over here somewhere, but
Yeah, mine is not.
but as long as you have your construction marks correct, then that's okay. So let me see, Kyle, what were you saying?
Never mind,
You
I
got it.
messed up. But how do you get it?
So there it is. So what did we do? We took this angle right here, and we created a congruent or copy of that angle right there. How do we know that these 2 sides should end up being parallel? What kind of special angle relationship did we create here? So one's interior, one's exterior, but yes, Taylor, they're corresponding. Since corresponding angles, we constructed them to be congruent, therefore these 2 sides should be parallel. Now granted, because, of our human error, or because the compasses aren't that great, it's not going to be exact, bless you, yeah. But if we were to actually, be very, very precise and very careful here, we would have actually created parallel lines, because we have corresponding angles congruent. Okay? So that's that construction. Okay, you merely copy the angle up to there.
Can you give us another one?
Yeah, so if you guys want to try another one here, you can just make another one. You can just make another one, okay? So we'll just do a different one here. I'll have you draw a line parallel to, let's say, GH this time, that goes through point I. If you want to do on the back, yeah, wherever you have room. I have some space down here, so I'm going to use the rest of my space. Okay, and so I'm going to, again, just draw it very similarly to how I drew it before. So, draw a line here, call it GH. And then I'll put a point I, somewhere like right here.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Okay, just like that. So there's your setup. Good. I'm glad you don't think it's that hard. It is a lot of steps, but it's very similar if you remember. If you can see the similarities between this and copying an angle, I think it'll help you remember it.
I'm gonna do the line.
The liney line, exactly right. That's all you need. Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what to do next.
You created an angle when you did that. So you're going to copy that angle that you just created up to I.
You look really tired today.
I
stayed up late
my
last night.
point on G and
Trying to buy Star Wars tickets.
touch.
Sorry? Put your
My point on G.
Yep. arc so that it hits both sides.
Okay.
Do the same thing up at I. Same distance up at I. Okay? And you kind of see what's good to go from there? All right, so does anyone need me to go through this, or you guys want to try it on your own? Try on your own? Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes here, try it on your own, and then we'll go over it together, okay? And I'll kind of come around and give help as necessary. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
So after that step, I mean, I paid attention already.
Yeah, I see. So here you did, right, what you marked these 2 points. So now you figure those 2 points.
Right.
Alright.
Okay. So now you have this, so you have this point is right there, right? You need to know what this point is. This is what you had to measure comes from here to here. Mark that off. Same thing up there. There it is. Point there and looks good. And that was really, really good too.
Copy angle and then what we do.
Just basically just like copy this angle up to I. That's all it is, really. That's all it really is. Yeah. Okay, good. Same thing. Yeah, same arc up there at I. Yep. Same kind of arc. They're down on the side.
Alright, I need to talk to you.
There you go. Okay.
I'll talk to you
So
later.
that arc come through, created this point
I'll talk to you.
and this point. You already now have this point, right? This point here is like this point up here. You need to come up with this point along here somewhere. How do you do that? Measure this distance to your compass, and then mark it right here. Okay, so far so good there, Billy. So now, from the point, on G, and then do a big swipe to both sides here.
How are you doing?
Do you like take it in and out at all, or? I can imagine. I'm like,
I like never asked that. Yeah, I was thinking like trapped in front of the
Yeah, you can draw it from this way too if you want. That is right. Good job.
My mind ain't gonna be.
Yes, I know. So you're gonna just decide not to do anything then?
No, I was gonna get it. No, don't stop it.
What's up, yeah? Oh wait, I'm fast. Let's do this.
Have this point right here.
Okay.
Where this one
I'll never do that. I'm not ready. Maybe to you, because you're like a boxer, but. Is that how you do it? Like that?
all right, so then make sure you follow along right now because we're going to go over it, okay? All right, so here, question. All right, real quick, and then we're going to go over this, guys. So I'm going to go check Jaden, and then real quick.
I did mine right.
Right. You have the first part right here.
That's saying I'm doing it right, but I'm not sure.
It is. And then you use the same part here with D.
Remember 19
Right? So you then have it right here. So then you figure out where this point is on this arm.
Friday, Saturday,
That you measure
No,
this
it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Do you need help?
No.
So this is all right, it's just go from here to the point I. Look, does this look parallel to that? No, but if you go from I to there, that looks kind of parallel.
I think I did it. Well, I did it too high again.
That was much better. Okay, real quick.
Here we go.
How's mine look?
Okay. Again, draw from G through I, like so. Okay? We're going to copy this angle that we created at G. We're going to copy it up to I, so doing the same kind of arc All right, that arc that we did created those 2 points. The arc up here at I only created that 1 point because we only have one side for that angle at I. We have both sides of the angle here at G. So to create those 2 points, once we've done that, we want to create that second point. Right, we have this point up here. That's good. We need this point to create. So we'll compass point on that first arc there, kind of show there. And we'll do the same thing here. And there it is. From I through the little crisscross there. That creates our parallel lines. You like it? Sorry.
All those instructions are
Good. Well, I mean, yeah, if you can see the relationships, there's not that many different kind of constructions we do. It just, we kind of like slight changes allow us to do different things, but it's really 2 big constructions. Well, 3 really, I guess. We have we have the angle copying, and then we have the angle bisector and the perpendicular bisector, and I guess segment copying too. But anyway, yeah. We really deal with angles and segments. All right, any other questions on this? All right, then I want you guys to work then. We're going to get to work here on a practice for the CRES. Yay! Okay, I know, it's super exciting.
Yeah, sorry, what?
okay.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to get a good idea about what the CRES will be like, this is it, okay? It is written in such a way that it will be very reminiscent or very close, very accurate to like the kinds of questions you can expect on the CRES, okay? Take your time with this, guys. Some of the wording is a little bit challenging, I agree. What's that?
What are we doing with
It's
this?
a practice CRES. So it's
Okay.
like the CRES we're going to see Thursday. We're going to work on it some today. I'm going to have you guys try and finish the multiple choice tonight for homework. The multiple choice, there are, let's see here. I should check to see how many there are. There are 10 multiple choice. But you can start on it now, okay? Please do not just guess, though, and I'll come around to help.
Did you talk to your guy about me taking the CRES when I went to
Yes,
the other
and
one?
you have to take it, unfortunately, Kyle, because of the timing and stuff like that.
What happened